There was a message hidden in plain sight, not written for kings, not written for scholars, but for those who are watching. The final book of the Bible, the book of Revelation, a vision of the end, of kingdoms falling, of the earth trembling, of a war not fought with weapons, but with truth. Many have read it, few have understood it. But what if the mystery was never meant to confuse you? What if it was meant to prepare you? This is not just a story about the end of the world. This is a revelation, a warning, a prophecy, a call to awaken. The seals will be opened, the trumpets will sound, and what is hidden will be revealed. The question is not when it will happen. The question is, will you be ready? Far from the noise of cities, far from the comfort of people, there was a man left alone on an island of stone. His name was John, exiled not for crime, but for speaking the truth of God. On the island of Patmos, surrounded by endless waters, his days passed in silence, and his nights beneath the weight of memory. He had seen kingdoms rise, he had seen hearts turn away. But even here, heaven was not distant. One day, as the wind moved across the rocks and the sea whispered against the shore, something changed. The silence broke. A voice, powerful, unmistakable, like a trumpet echoing through eternity. Write what you see. John froze. The air itself seemed alive, the light around him shifting, as if another world was breaking through. Slowly, he turned, and what stood before him was not a man, a presence clothed in glory, eyes like fire, yet full of authority, a voice like rushing waters, deep and unshakable. This was no dream, this was no imagination. This was a message, a revelation, and John had been chosen to witness what was about to unfold. Write what you see and send it to the 7 churches. Not to kings, not to empires, but to ordinary people living in a difficult world. 7 churches, 7 messages, each one seen, each one known. To some, the message was strength. You have endured, you have not given up. To others, it was correction. You have lost your first love. Nothing was hidden. Their struggles, their faith, their compromises, all laid bare before the one who sees everything. This was not judgment without mercy. It was truth, spoken with purpose. A call to return, a call to stand firm. In a world pulling them away, they were being called back. And the warning was clear. Whoever has ears, let them hear. Because this message was not only for them, it was for every generation, every heart, every person willing to listen. The question was no longer what was written. The question was, who would respond? The message was given, the words were written, but the vision was not over. Suddenly, everything changed. Before John, something appeared, not of earth, not of man. A door standing open in heaven. And the voice returned, the same voice, strong and unshaken. "Come up here, and I will show you what must take place." In a moment, the world below faded. The island, the sea, the sky, all disappeared. And John was taken, not walking, not dreaming, but carried into something greater. Heaven. Before him stretched a reality beyond human understanding. Light, pure and living, colors no eye had seen. Power, yet perfect peace. At the center, a throne, unmoved, unshaken, and the one who sat upon it, radiant beyond description. This was not a place of chaos. This was order, authority, glory. Everything centered around the throne, everything responding to it. And John realized this was not just a vision. This was the true reality behind everything. And what he was about to witness next would reveal who truly holds power over all things. At the center of everything was the throne, not built by human hands, not placed by chance, but established beyond time. And the one who sat upon it was beyond description. Light surrounded him, not harsh, not blinding, but alive, steady, and full of power. Colors flowed like living fire, yet nothing burned. Around the throne, there was order. 24 elders seated in honor, clothed in white, crowns resting upon their heads, not rulers of their own will, but witnesses of a greater authority. And beyond them, living creatures, not like anything on earth, full of awareness, full of purpose. They did not rest. Day and night, without pause, their voices rose in unity. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. This was not repetition, this was recognition. Every moment they saw more of His glory, and every moment they responded. The elders rose, their crowns no longer their own. They laid them down before the throne, not forced, not commanded, but willingly, because in His presence everything else fades. Power, honor, identity, all return to the one they came from. And in that moment, John understood. This throne was not only in heaven, it was the center of all existence. And in the right hand of the one on the throne, there was a scroll, not ordinary, written on both sides, sealed, completely closed, 7 seals. It held something hidden, something final. Then a mighty voice echoed across heaven. "Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals?" The question moved through everything, across the throne, the elders, the living creatures, but no one stepped forward. Not in heaven, not on earth, not beneath the earth. No one was found worthy. And for the first time, John felt it. Silence, heavy, unbroken. He began to weep, not from fear, but because what was sealed would remain hidden, because no one could reveal it. But then one of the elders spoke. "Do not weep. There is one. The Lion of Judah has overcome." John turned, expecting power, expecting a conqueror, but what he saw was different. A lamb, standing, not defeated, but alive, marked yet unbroken. And as it stepped forward, heaven responded. This was the one, not chosen by force, but proven through sacrifice. And the Lamb reached out and took the scroll.